In the previous tutorial, we had a look at the assist situation, determined the number of customers and the times, and got the waiting times. Now we are ready to actually look at the financial situation of the assist situation. So that means in particular the cost of waiting. We have determined that the cost of waiting is 75 pounds per week. So we are going to lose money if there is waiting. So I say cost of waiting is 75 pounds. So 75 pounds. So this is our cost of waiting. Good. Since we are waiting 8 minutes, so cost of waiting 1 minute. So if the average waiting cost for the customer is 1 minute, then we lose 75 pounds per week. Okay, so if we wait 8 minutes, then obviously it's 8 times as much. 8 times 75 pounds. So this would cost us 600 pounds. So let me just copy that and say cost as is cost for the waiting. Good. This completes now our first task for the assist scenario. Now we want to take this scenario and investigate what happens if we employ an additional employee. So we are going to copy the assist scenario, call it task 2, and say that's not more assist scenario anymore, it's the additional employee scenario. What we have figured out, if we have an additional employee, the service rate increases to 40 customers per hour. So I'm going to change now that cell to 40 customers per hour, which means our service time should have changed. It did not change because previously we were given the 2 minutes and now it's 40 customers per hour. So let's make some adaptations to the service time. So 1 over me is the service time, and let's convert that to minutes. So times 60 is 1.5 minutes. So obviously, since our service rate increased, the service time decreased from 2 minutes to 1.5 minutes. Good. What else decreased? What else are the consequences? So these should be all linked to the above specifications. So what we have observed now is that the queuing time decreased from the initial 8 minutes to 2.3 minutes. Okay, what does that mean cost-wise? Is it now better to actually have that? Okay, so let's start a new section, finances. So the finances of this. What are the finances of that? So we still have the 75 minutes for the waiting. That's fine. The as-is cost, we would like to actually compare that at one stage. So let's get the as-is cost from the previous task. Let's go to task 1 and say these are our as-is cost. £600. Actually, we should highlight that maybe, because that's one of the major results. What have we computed here? 168.75 is actually the cost of the 2.3 minutes with the waiting time. That means these are now the additional employee, so the sales assistant who packs. Let me just call that brutally packer cost for the waiting. So additional, so CP, oops, CP. Good. So this is all per week actually. Packer cost for the waiting, that's also per week. Which means, what does that mean actually? We have to pay that packer as well. So these are just the waiting costs, but we don't know yet whether it's really cheap. But just from a waiting point of view, this difference is substantial. So the waiting cost difference is 430 pounds. Let me call, so these are savings actually. Let me call that savings. S1 equals 431 pounds. And now we still have to pay the packer. So additional cost for packing for sales assistant packing. How much is that? Let's check the specifications. These are 150 pounds per week. So 150 pounds. So this is another cost factor. So how much do we really have as effective savings? That's the 431 minus the 150 pounds, so 280 pounds savings. So let me call that P1 equals 281.25. So effective savings for additional employee. So it does definitely pay off to have the additional employee, despite the 150 pounds which I have to pay, but that is outweighed by the reduced waiting time very much. So that just completes our task 2.